Hi guys, thanks for joining me, and today, right, I'm being really good. I am using the iheartrevolution white gold palette to do a little look with. You know what I'm like, I buy a palette, I swatch it, I pop it away, you never see it unless I'm doing a collab. So I thought I would swatch this palette again for you. So it's a lovely wee palette, and it comes with a mirror as well, and the packaging is gorgeous on it. But you get 8 shades, and I think they're all bar one kind of shimmery shades. So there you go, shimmery shades. Is that the technical term? There we go. So I'm just going to swatch them for you, and then I will do a little look. So I'm not, what I did this morning was I knew I had a meeting planned this afternoon, so I thought I would put, so that's the top row. Those colours are gorgeous, aren't they? I knew I had a meeting planned this morning for this afternoon, so I thought I'd put a little bit of makeup on, but I didn't want to put like eyeshadow and stuff like that on. So that's the top row there. Look how blinding those golds are. They're blingy, aren't they? They're gorgeous. Those 3 shades there, over on top of kind of any of those would look amazing. So I'm just going to kind of start almost as if I've got nothing on my face. So I'm not going to bother with my eyebrows. I've got some leftover kind of like foundation and things on, but I'm just going to go over it. I am going to cut my crease in this video, and I'm going to dig out my brushes now. And before I forget, I'm throwing everything away. I'm going to remember that I have this tape to tape. I'll pop that on, and I'm going to try and use this little mirror, so please excuse me while I try and work the tape, the mirror. It's low tack, so don't worry about it. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't stick if, like, my face is really shiny. It's really oily just now. So I have just been kind of patting it down normally, just with a piece of kitchen roll. If anybody knows how to stop the oil. I'm sure I probably need to drink water or something. I'm sure water is always the answer. Whenever I speak to my sister, so I've got a dry scalp, she's like, you drinking enough oil? Are you drinking enough oil? I don't drink any oil. Are you drinking enough water? So there we go. So I'm popping these on. The lovely Lydia sent me these, and they're actually game changing, because it means I don't have to then go in and tidy up this bit with my concealer, and it gives you a nice sharp line. I mean, if I forget, I'll do my concealer. You've seen me. But so anyway, I'm picking up a brush. It's just a Makeup Revolution brush. I think I've said before, it's like a hodgepodge of kind of stuff that I've got in here. And I'm going to go in here, right? I'm going to put this all over the matte shade. I'm going to pop it all over my lids, and I might bring it a wee bit higher than I usually do. Let's wait and see. I don't tap my brush because that annoys me. You know, you're sitting putting your makeup on, tapping. It annoys me, so I'd hate to think that it would sit and annoy you guys. Some people just speed up these videos, but I like chatting. And I try not to take too long doing this, because this is just a wee kind of get ready with me, although I'm going nowhere. The working day has finished, it's Friday, and I'm free. Now, I don't really drink a lot, but I do have a wee hankering for a gin and tonic. Now, I've recently bought loads of flavoured gins. Oh, I must share with you. Well, we're on the subject of having a wee drink. My son's girlfriend had said to me that Aldi were doing frozen cocktails, and her and Brandon had popped to Aldi and picked some up. Last night I tried the passion fruit one. Oh my god, it was amazing. So there's berry mojito, there's passion fruit, and there is also a woo-woo. You can't go wrong with a woo-woo. But the passion fruit one is gorgeous, and it was quite strong. But I actually thought maybe next time I was going to try and add a little bit of my passion fruit gin that I've got. I thought that might spice it up. But oh god, it's amazing. So you're supposed to freeze them and then put them in your fridge for 25 minutes before you pour them into a glass. However, the fridge that we've got that came with this house is, I don't know how to adjust the temperature, it's always absolutely freezing cold. And it's the weirdest fridge ever. It's a hot point. I've got a Zanussi, but I kept it in the garage. It doesn't have a light. I'm like, and you know, it's not that the light's gone out, because that's what we checked. Because my husband was like, well, that's easy to fix, that's just a bulb. But nope, don't have a light. So my Zanussi is sitting in the garage, which is never usually used, but it's great for Christmas and stuff where you've got extra. And you know, if you had to kind of go into lockdown, if you had to go into shielding for 12 weeks, or if you want to prep meals and things like that, it's good for that. But as I say, all I've ever used it for is extra food at Christmas and New Year, store in fizzy juice, and that's been about it. I did freeze milk, you know, at the start of the COVID thing. But what I forgot to do was milk, when milk freezes, it expands. So you're supposed to take a little bit out. So yeah, before it kind of fully froze, it leaked a bit. So I've got to go and sort that out. And all I would say is, if you plan on ever freezing milk, make sure you defrost it first before you use it. Otherwise it's not very nice. So I've put on that brown, which is quite, see, I've gone up. I've not just covered my lid with it. So that was that colour there. Then I'm going to go into, I'm going to put this darker colour in the corner, and I'm going to cut my crease, and I think I'm going to pop on, oh, I'm so tempted. See, that would be so subtle, but I think I'm going to go for this one or this one. Yeah, definitely. But I'm using this palette because I've said to Lisa, Subscription Box Addict, when she said she liked the palette, obviously she'll disinfect it and stuff. And I said to her, I says, once I've done a look, if you want it, because I've got so many palettes. So I'm going to send that one to her. Just in case you see a friend mail and you're like, Lynette's used that palette. I am not that way inclined. If I'm sending you something, it's normally new, unless it's the girls that I normally send palettes that I don't use anymore, or that I've got replicas of, and they're fine with receiving palettes that I've used before, and we'll do a swap as well, so I don't have any issue with that. You can disinfect your palettes. I can never remember the type of spirit it is, so I'm not going to tell you. But yeah, just Google it, because I'll get it wrong and I'll tell you to put paint stripper on your eyes. Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of go into the middle and just cut a little kind of crease. I'm not going to do a half crease. I'm just going to do a bit of a crease in the middle. There you go. I wanted to do my outer edges first. Oh well. So yeah, I said to Lisa, I will get a wriggle on. I've gone too far up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really should be concentrating on what I'm doing, eh? Stop talking, Lynette. Right, so I'm going to go over where I've just ruined the tops of that while the concealer is drying. You can actually buy specific products that go over to cut your crease, but my £2 concealer does the job. Well, I think it does. Oh, you've just messed up that one, Lynette. Now, if I was a professional, I'd be restarting this video. But you're not here to watch me because I'm a professional. You're just here to listen to my nonsense. So what's Lynette been up to and what's going on? And how does that palette look? So I'm going to go in again with, not in again because I haven't, I'm going to go in with the purple, do a bit of a wee bit of an outer corner. I never do inner corners. So what's kind of good about this is because I've got the tape on, I'm getting that perfect edge. So I would recommend tape. Concealer's fine, but you just get a nice sharp edge as well. And for my outer corner, I really like using the tape. It feels quite dark at the moment, but once I pop that gold on, I think the colour will pop. Well, I'm hoping it'll pop. That is what I am hoping. Just trying to get off the colour. Rubbing away the colour of that brush in case I need to use it in a second. Yeah, how often do you guys wash your brushes? I'm terrible. I wash them regularly, but more so if I'm doing, like, say if I've been doing a blue eye look or something for a video, I'll go and do it. But if I'm doing my everyday colours and I'm not doing anything adventurous, I probably don't do it as often as I should. But you can get, and I do have it, I think Lydia sent me it, it's a, or did I buy it from Home Bargains, I can't remember. It's a spray to clean your brushes, and it's ideal for when you're doing looks like this. Now I'm going to try and pop this gold over here, and I think I'm going to go under my eyes with a colour. Now this is like a pressed kind of pigment, so I think is what we would call that. So I might have better luck going in with my finger, but you can see that there. Now, you can just leave a gap. You don't always have to cut a crease. I wouldn't always cut a crease, to be honest with you. You can just actually try and leave a gap. Oh, that is gorgeous. I think the thing is that you want the canvas to put the, you want the skin to be almost like a blank canvas to pop the brighter colour on. And you can just also, see if you've got a colour that's too dark, a look that's too dark, you can just also pop a bright colour over it, without spending hours on your makeup that you might have already spent hours on. Sure, folk will be out there saying, no, you're not, Lynette, you're supposed to start from scratch. But I wouldn't. Now I feel like I've lost some of that inner corner colour, so I am just going to go in with this rather wet feeling bright colour just to add a wee bit. I wasn't going to add a different colour there. Blend them all in. But that kind of blends in nicely. There we go. So I'll go downstairs and Steve will be like, where are you going? What are you up to? What are you doing? Why have you got all that on? He's used to me by now, so he probably won't. The other thing I've also learned is make sure you kind of, if you're going to go into colours and things, make sure I should have baby wipes here while I'm doing this, or makeup wipes, just so you can clean your fingers, so you're not going in and muddying it up. No, that's not really worked. I'm going to try and go in with this colour. I'm just going under the eyes with this colour here. Now I need to watch, certain shades can make me look like something's irritated my eyes, and that is never the look that you're going for. Right, well I think I've played around with that enough. I'm going to show you. I'll take the tape off, right, and then I'll show you how perfect that line is. That's also when you discover you put it up too high or too low. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop on some foundation. I don't use foundation. I'm going to pop on some tinted moisturiser, some powder, eyeliner kind of stuff. Finish off the look, but I'll do this first. I know I don't normally do this, but this is nearly finished, this one. In case you're sitting there saying that's not very hygienic. I know, I know. Sometimes when I'm being really lazy, I just put it on with my hands. But I've not, of course, got eyeshadow on. Now, quite often I put on all my foundation and things before I do my eyeshadow. But when you're doing like different looks and stuff, you just want to be careful. You know what I mean? If you've set your powder and everything, it can all just look a bit, you know, it can go down here and then you've got to try and clean it up and you've set your face and what have you. So anyway, here we go. I do have a setting spray, but I don't have it with me, so that's not very helpful. So I'm going to use my powder, my trusted cheapy powder. I think I picked this up in Morrison's. It's 001 transparent. But it doesn't make me look too pale. Well, I don't think it does. It just knocks that shine off my skin as well. Now, I do normally put a primer on, but this is probably going to be off in about 10 minutes. At least before lockdown, I could pretend that I was putting my makeup on and you might think I was going somewhere exciting. Now, I was clearing out my palettes, which I did film. I've already had a massive palette clear out, but I needed to do some more, so I thought, I think I was chatting to Bryony and she says, why don't you film it? People love seeing those kind of videos. So I did, and by doing that I discovered that one of the Revolution palettes I have is a dupe for a Too Faced palette that I've got. So I'm going to do a wee test after this one to see how much of a dupe it is and how much money you could save yourself. So it's the semi-sweet chocolate bar versus the s'mores. And actually I never bought it because it was a dupe. It was just by chance that when I opened the palette up, I thought, wait a minute, that reminds me of something. And that's what it was. So that's what it reminded me of. So I've got them side by side last night and I thought, oh, they're identical. So I thought I'll do a swatch video so you can see. I'm going to put my eyeliner on, my lipstick. I'm not going to go anything dramatic with my lipstick, and a wee bit highlighter, which I might have forgot there, and some mascara. I'm not going to bother with false lashes or anything. Although those magnetic lashes were amazing. So I'm just going to use my highlighter. My Laura Geller one broke apart, so I'm going to use this one that I've got here. It's my trusted Primark. I think it's called Bronze and Glow. So it's bronzers and highlighters. A really nice wee palette. It's in the winter mornings where I'm like, whoa, put a wee bit on. And then yeah, you get into the natural daylight and you look like you're ready to go to a nightclub. What is going on? Got the tissue out, wiping it all off. Or most of the time turning up to work and people looking at you like, where are you going? Where have you been? Have you been home? I love this colour. It's from Be Kind. Just such a lovely wee natural kind of colour. Right, what am I doing now? Eyeliner, and then mascara, and then I'll let you know what I thought about it. You can tell me what you thought, whether I'm pants and makeup. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. That is work going on outside. After all that lovely weather, it's just so overcast now, isn't it? So I've got my ring light on, which means that hopefully you can see me a little bit better. There we go, so it's eyeliner on. I never know whether I should sit closer, come a wee bit closer. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like big massive head. That's all you can see is Lynette's head. You know, I should visions as somebody kind of put me on the TV and I'm being a massive head on the telly. Kind of really enjoyed playing around with makeup recently. Moving away from some of my usual colours. Not trying to use 20 different shades. There we go. It's quite nice mascara. I've actually got the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but this is a Primark dupe. Nice. I like it. I've probably used this more than I've used the Too Faced one, believe it or not. There we go. So that's the finished look. Don't know what you think. It's a lovely wee palette. I would recommend it. The colours, I'd say it was definitely a palette if you wanted to kind of go out, really. Or a more bolder look. It's not something that I would rock up to the office wearing these colours. But no, I really, really like the way that it kind of went on as well. I really like the, you know, the brown that I put all over the outer corner and the gold. Yeah, that gold is beautiful, and I used a little bit of that as well. I tried to pop some under here, but you can't really see it very well. So yeah, no, I would say kind of top marks for this wee palette. You know, it's great if you were going for a night out and you just want to buy something a wee bit different. Yep, no, I like it. And Lisa is going to be winging its way to you. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye.